Good luck. Are you going to that point? All right, I'm probably gonna cross over to the left. See you, dude. All right, boys. The light's just now starting to break. So I'm banking on these deer. Here's the pond, palmettos. I'm banking on them to walk down here, right in front of me. Doe just came running in hard. She was panting. I think she was being chased by a buck. My buddy Ryan was not screwing around when he came out here. Old boy got himself a nice 6-point. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. This is the makings of a good weekend, y'all. All right, well, we're gonna move up a little bit. We're walking into the wind. There's a pretty heavy wind. I'm gonna go up here, keep walking this edge up to where it gets a little thicker, and I'm either gonna set back up, set the tree stand up for later, or pull out of the area.
Hey.
What's up, bro?
I'm looking at you.
Where you
see
at?
me?
Are you on my
right.
Are you on my side?
No. You see me?
Are you in a tree?
No, I'm on the ground.
Oh, what's up, dude?
No, I just got back here. I just walked like, I don't know, half the other way.
I was about to say, it looks pretty decent right here where I'm at on this side. But my camera and stuff's up here about a half mile on my side. So I'll probably push up there. I might pull the cameras. I'm not sure if I'm gonna sit back here tonight, but I was debating about either climbing back in the stand for a little bit or getting it set up for tonight. heading back to pull my cams right now, but it got me thinking, and that is, do you guys know why I hate running game cameras? Part of the reason is because when you're out here on these hunts on a limited time frame and you want to retrieve them, it forces you to walk all the stuff that you've already walked, that you've already looked at, and you've already seen where all these prime characteristics are. Now you're having to repeat this long walk to retrieve equipment when you could be spending that time scouting new areas. That is a great reason in my book why it's not even worth messing with them. A lot of times you find the good sign in an area, you know there's a good buck there. You just put out a camera so you could try to see them. But then when you end up freaking having to walk around the area and jig it up and get your scent in there because you're retrieving equipment, it almost defeats the whole purpose. What do you guys think? Well, I tweaked my stand for the night hunt. I moved it over to where I had the game camera, and then getting some pictures of a small 8-point, similar in size to the one that I got early in South Florida. Just heading back now, gonna get camp set up and hang out for just a few hours before getting back in here.
That walk sucked, huh?
It wasn't that bad, not without stand.
Yeah, I bet it helps. I was number 9
Number 9 of the day?
of the day.
Holy cow, they freaking
This
smoked them.
Second buck.
Nice.
First one was 8, so mine's 7.
Nice, bro. Yours is 7?
Yeah, I thought it was 5 until the guy's like, oh no, that's 7. Not that it matters. But
Where is he, back here?
yeah.
Do you mind?
Push the button. Push.
You already check it out?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a nice buck.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So look, guy.
Is that your first buck or your first public buck?
First public.
Nice, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You think that's the one you've seen? When
No.
You oh, you think the other one was bigger?
Oh, way bigger. Like,
Really?
Dude, his was fucking wide.
No way.
Like, wide.
No
Like,
way.
I'm not gonna. Like, there's no lot of bullshit.
You're
I
in the
swear to
spot,
God.
bro.
Yeah. So.
All right, I'm gonna
You know
go
where
get my
it
stand.
is. You know where the spot's at.
Dang.
You pointed basically where you pointed. I was back like 100 yards. So.
That's cool. I'm glad that worked out for you. That's awesome. Freaking, I don't know why I don't have the same luck. I'll point people to spots and they go kill stuff, and then I freaking go there and don't see nothing. That's awesome, bro.
Luck of the draw.
Yeah, you should probably sit there again if you say there's another giant back there.
I don't know why. Like we said, I don't know why he was there, but he was in the area.
He was just slipping through. I didn't hear from you for an hour, then all of a sudden you just send a picture.
Yeah.
It just freaking, like you didn't say I just shot one or I seen one.
Dude, he was like 20 feet, 25 feet from me.
Did you see him fall?
Yeah.
Dude, that first shot wasn't bad.
It was a little low. For sure.
This? Was that the entry or exit?
Perfect, dude.
That looks freaking
That's
perfect.
hard shot.
I think that's entry, yeah.
You
Because it was
freaking
out like.
You smoked him,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, you smoked it.
He came to me, and like I said, then he kind of flopped over, and this was the second,
That
just
was
because I forgot about the elevation and how much closer he was.
Shot.
Dude,
I didn't have my rangefinder either.
That's awesome.
Dude,
That was just guessing.
he wasn't going anywhere.
No.
That second one wasn't needed.
Yeah, if you lift them, I'll pull this up. Alright, that's maxed with this. We can throw it up higher if we need to. Well, we're heading back in the woods. Our buddy Ryan came out and he showed us how it's freaking done. He shot a 7-point within an hour and a half being in the tree. And he said, I had enough of this stuff. This is too easy. And he headed out. He left us solo at the camp. Let us clean his deer. And let us take a picture with it. He said, man, I got to go to the next place that's harder than this. It's too easy. Now he's got to go home. He caped out the deer, and he might be coming back out in the morning. So now it's just Kyle and myself. We're gonna try again. I'm gonna try again.
I'll give it a shot. See what happens.
Yeah, we're having a good old time.
Absolutely.
Get out here, guys.
It's a nice lake right there. So.
Well, I don't want to give away our location. Just a quick peek. We're we're all set up for the night hunt in a little different spot this time. I've been having pictures of a decent 8-point coming through here around this time every other day. No action tonight. Kyle's seen the spike. Gonna give it another 15 minutes or so and then break down. Yeah, I went out a little easier way, but it was still a pain in the butt, bro. If you walk through the Palmetto area, it's not too bad. Well, it's round 2. Jumping into a different area. Kyle hunted over here last night, and he's seen some deer, and he wanted to hunt over here again. So I'm going in blind to a spot that I just picked out on the map, and I'm going to try this out. Walked in was pretty trashy. It was not a good spot. So then I looked on the map, and across the pond was thicker woods, and it looked like a thicker canopy I could see in the darkness. So I walked across the shallow pond, and this looked better. 20 yards of me. And then they got to where I walked through, and they got on guard, and they were looking around, a little jigged up, and then they kept walking. And when they got downwind of me, they just split across this pond. I've seen a pretty big body deer out here in the palmettos again. There's a legal buck out here, 150 yards. I'm not sure if there's one or two bucks, but he's legal. He's pretty decent. About the same size as the one that Ryan shot yesterday. It doesn't look like he's coming this way, but them does circled around right here. So there's a chance he might do the same thing. $2. These two bucks just walked towards the pond. They're staged up. If they go to the right, they're not going to walk by me. But if they go to the left, they're going to walk that same trail that them does walked, which will bring them 20 to 30 yards from me. cameras are dead. This one's almost dead. Just to give you guys an update. Both those bucks came in. I've seen them 200 yards out. They finally came in. It took them forever. I had the cameras rolling. That's why they about died. But the small one came in first. And then he petered off 80 yards away. Then the big one came in. And then he was rustling in the palmettos 50 yards away. And then the small one came back and he came to 35 yards. And then the big one started coming and they met up together. They were at the same spot. And I had a shot at the smaller one, but I'm like, dude, I want to get the big one. So finally, I was gonna wait for him to get 20 yards, but they were at 25 yards. There's a little bit of stuff in the way. I finally had an option to draw back, so I drew back. And I was holding it, and he stepped into my lane, and he was quartering towards me a little bit. But I didn't think it was that hard of an angle, so I aimed right behind the shoulder, and it looked like I hit him right where I was aiming. Smoked him. He ran 20 yards, and he sat right there, stomping. I thought he was gonna fall over and die. And then he must have seen me, smelled me, or finally got jigged, and he ran about 100 yards away, and he paused there, and he was standing there. And then while I was doing that, I put the camera on the other buck because you couldn't see him with the palm fronds in the way. And then when I looked back, he was gone. So I don't know if he laid up right there. I think he did. But I just heard some rustling in the palmettos about 15 minutes ago, right when the other buck walked over there. So I know he's bedded up over there. I did look like I seen some guts hanging out his back when he took off. So because of that, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give it at least an hour. I think I'm gonna get down and not look for him. I'm gonna get down, pull my tree stand, bring it back to the truck. All right, well, quick update. I climbed down. I tried to be as quiet as possible. Packed up everything. And then I snuck over to the hit site. I found my arrow. Sure enough, it's covered in guts. I did not see any lung bubbles or anything on there. He might have been quartering harder than I thought he was. So I thought with the entry though, I would have got at least one, if not both lungs. Anyways, that's where we're at. So I'm backing out, heading to the truck, and we're gonna give it a few hours. I think I'm gonna call up a tracker and either have them on standby, or if they're up for it, just have them come out and assist us with this if we're gonna be waiting 4 hours anyways. It is 2:30. I think I shot that buck around 10:30 or 11. I tried contacting somebody with a proven dog on Florida Blood Trail and Network. He said that he's gonna be out here later, but he's got 3 tracks in front of me. So with that, I called my wife. I have a dog. I used to use him for tracking. I haven't worked him in a few years, so we'll see how it goes. The dog, I'm just trying to be precautionary because I'm pretty sure this deer just ran 100 yards and he bedded up, and I did everything in my power not to bump him. So we're gonna go in there, we're gonna treat it like the real deal. I didn't contaminate the trail. We did as many precautions as we can, and we're gonna see what happens. So yeah, my wife should be out here in about 20 minutes with Ryder, and we're gonna get on the trail. Willow! Good girl. Good boy, Ryder. You ready to find deer? Huh? Good boy. All right. Shelly just showed up with Ryder. We're gonna try to get some water in them, and it's time to try to make this track. It is 2:40, which will put us, by the time we walk back there, it'll be about 3:30-ish. Maybe a little later, but yeah, it should be enough time. It's about 6 hours after the shot, which you want to give them time if you got to shoot them. People don't intend to put themselves in these situations, but it does happen. Come here, bub. right back there. This way. We're about to walk by where the deer double back. We'll see if he catches it. But we're gonna go to the hit site. That deer was standing right here. That's the tree I was in. There he goes. He found it. Good boy. Ryder, hey, search it up. Good boy. Search it up, Ryder. Good boy. Yeah, there's my arrow. It was in that tree. There's my arrow. Search it up, bub. If you see stuff, feel free to mark it. Keep going right to it. Good boy. You see anything? You see anything? You looking? I think the deer went this way, but we gotta let him figure it out. You don't see no blood? No. There he is. Right there. I'm gonna let Ryder figure it out. Hold on, let's let him figure it out. Good boy, Ryder. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. He's been dead for a while.
Yeah, he's stiff as a rock.
That's what I'm talking about. Woo. Do you mind holding this? He's been here for a little bit.
That's a cool buck.
Sweet.
Nice, dude.
We took precautions, got the tracking dog, and it paid off. Not bad for number 2 of the season. We're still dragging. I just thought of something real fast and I thought I'd hit on it while it's on my mind. Just gonna throw it out there. I'm sure you guys already know this, most of you anyways, but it is not recommended to take quartering towards shots when you're archery hunting. And the reason is you got that whole shoulder blade there, which if you hit it, you're most likely not gonna penetrate. Yeah, you could go down. I'm using a cut-on contact fixed blade and it's a heavy arrow setup. You might be able to punch through it, but you should never, in my opinion, you should never intentionally try to blow up that shoulder with archery equipment. So when he was quartering towards me, I considered that and I felt comfortable shooting behind his shoulder. It's a little bit of a risk because you could hit that shoulder and there's a good chance that it's gonna hit that bone. It's not gonna penetrate and you're not gonna kill that deer. But I felt confident at 25 yards, I could slip it behind there. The second thing though is I believe he was quartering harder than I thought so, and that's another reason why they don't suggest quartering towards shots, because if you do slip it behind the shoulder, you're gonna hit him in the guts and you're gonna miss the lungs, you're gonna miss the heart, and you're gonna miss all the important stuff. So I just wanna say that, little disclaimer. I decided to do it. We all make our own choices when we're out here, especially when you're drawing back. It's hard to be patient at that point. So just think about it though. And you know, if you do see some signs that you hit shoulder or something, at that point, back out and get a dog. Woo. good job. He did a good job for not taking a trail for 2 years. Oh, good boy. You got a redbird on your window.
I do?
Yeah, the redbird.
Earlier.
It was on Kyle's truck too when he got here.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for bringing Ryder out.
Yeah, I'm glad he found him.
That was awesome. He did good. He took us right to him.
Nice.
Oh, it's got a little blood in that water, but it's cleaner than what I got on me. Whew, that felt good. A little update for everybody. I got the buck cleaned. Here he is, just a quick little skull cap. I guess he ended up just being a 6-point by definition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no brow. He looked a lot bigger on his feet, and I think it's because he was a small body young deer. That had to be my record-setting deer cleaning speed. I got that thing from the time I went to the tree, hoisted, completely done in the cooler, rack cut off, everything, discarding the palmetters, 45 minutes. That was good for me. I will say I got a little bit of practice yesterday on my buddy Ryan's buck. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to camp. I'm gonna take a shower, a real shower. That was just to sponge me down. I'm gonna take a shower and we're gonna get at it again in the morning, boys. All right, so this is the spot. Giant pond. Nice edge, if the camera light adjusts. Thicket. Sable palms, oaks. There's a huge thicket right here. And then that's about 50 yards wide, and there's a palmetto flat. So I got this real good edge. That's 15 yards from me. And then this is a second pond. And then pond meets cypress, goes through to the other hardwoods. And there's other ponds. So I got a funnel here, 2 ponds, and then this edge and this edge. Today, I got 3 buddies out here. Kyle's out here, Ryan's out here, and my buddy Kevin's out here too. Kevin said he's seen 2 deer 150 yards out. Kyle said he's seen 1 hog. And that's the tally. I have not had anything moving around, haven't heard nothing. Starting my walk out. I gotta grab this game camera while I'm back here. And then we're heading to the truck. This might be about it for the trip. I'm debating about calling it quits and heading home, skipping on the night hunt. I have a hunt next week that I'm gonna be going on for 2 or 3 days. And I think I wouldn't mind just going home, getting some rest, getting everything clean, squared away, get that deer processed, and possibly starting this video edit before I have to leave town again. But if we do the night hunt, you will see the footage. Pretty area. It's got the terrain over here. but not that much animals moving through it right now. They could be here, could just be an off day. My wind was pushing in here when I walked in this morning. I knew that was kind of a risk I was taking, so that probably also affected this spot. All right, guys, that's gonna be it. I decided to skip out on the night hunt and just head home early. Until next time, we will see ya. Thanks for tuning in.